Okay, welcome back. I'm going to try and keep this succinct. I want to do a quick little example of play for the airstrikes phase of the NATO turn, and then we'll have a quick look at the NATO turn potentially. I may break it up into a couple of different videos. We'll see how much time all this takes. So the NATO player had 3 counters that they had allocated towards strikes. And part of the overall strategy here for NATO was is to try and break up the quality. So if I can get a hit on this guy and drop him down to a 5-3-9, and ideally get both those guys, right? I'm going to have a 50-50 chance of doing that. 50-50 chance of doing that. Break this guy down to a 4-4-8, right? If I can hit these dudes, it's going to, because there's no replacements in this game, but there are reinforcements. It's going to make getting decent odds harder here, and it's also going to take then longer for these forces to execute and try and carry on up the main highway into the Austrian territory and then break into the southern Bavarian reaches of southern Germany here, Munich, etc., and head that way. So pretty critical, and I figured the best thing to do is just to try and, if we can punch these guys in the nose and give them a bloody nose, it'll allow us then to work out, okay, how do I want to handle the Czechs? How do I want to handle Fulda Gap and north onto the plains, etc. I do have 1 airstrike up in the mountains or whatever. In fact, I might change where I do that because that is in mountain terrain, and I think I need a 5 or a 6, so we're not going to do that. Okay, so here's this. So let's grab a little dice tray, and each unit, we roll for each unit in the hex, and we get a 5 and a 1, so there's 1 hit there, so that's good. That's a great start. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh. Now, if this unit, because he was successful here, I think if to do any hits, it then gives you the opportunity to continue on. If there were units adjacent, I could have carried on and attempted to execute another airstrike. Now I've got to roll for losses for this, potential losses, and I roll a 6, so that's no effect because I have 4 through 6 is no effect for NATO. So that goes back into the available box for next turn. We're good to go. Now we're going to do 2d6s here. Much better, right? So in the clear, yeah, same as the woods. So they're both going to take step loss. That's great, right? So now that's just going to make the whole effort to attack into here, for instance. Now it's 2-1. We can still get a 3-4-1. It's still going to be a 3-1 net attack on that, but I now can't really do multiple attacks in the turn. So it's just going to slow down the Soviet effort. I'm going to roll for losses. And I roll a 1, so that's not good. That guy dies. I'm going to put that up there for the moment. Now I've got 1 more strike over here somewhere. I'm going to change, because this guy's in mountains, I'm going to do this rough terrain here. Rough is 5 or 6 as well. Where's some dudes? Here we go, right here. We'll hit this terrain. 2 dice again, 1 hit. So now, it's in a minor town. What's that going to make it? I rolled a 6 anyway, so we're good. So that now I can attempt to continue and sort of roll down this chain. So let's have a look at how that works. All right, just a correction. I did not lose that Italian tornado. We don't do potential losses. So that guy goes back into the available box. We'll put him up down here. Okay, so here, I said I want to continue, so we're going to do that. Now I roll for a potential loss. I roll a 3. He goes recovery. Oh, hang on a second. It's not a d6. I've got to roll against the NATO superiority. That's what I need to do. So I've got to roll 2 dice. and I rolled a 5, so we're good. So there's no loss there, no potential loss there. So now I can continue with this second attack right here. My apologies for getting that wrong. I haven't had a chance to do a continuation like this for quite a while. So let's now roll it 1 die. I rolled a 4. I think he's in the open there, so that's going to be a hit. And now we want to go again to this hex. And so we will roll 2 dice for potential loss. I roll a 6, so he's good. We roll 1 die and 2 die, and they both miss. So they will just bugger off and go back to the available stack. And that's pretty much how you, roughly, not a tutorial, right? But that's how you handle your airstrikes. And you can see that if you do get lines of units like this in a continuation, so for instance, if I had more air units available and I got lucky and hit all along here, you could really cause a continuum of mess and carnage and mayhem. But not so in this case. All right, we'll catch up soon. Talk to you.